So what's up, you guys? It's your boy Davion. Welcome back to Conscious TV. Hello to all my new subscribers. I was actually going to do a video last night, but I really have a lot going on. I'm dealing with all of this, as you guys can see. Yes, the t-shirts are coming. I told you guys I'm going to have them in v-necks, long sleeves, tank tops, the whole nine. This is like a pink color, so the colors of the shirts are going to be like really different colors, not the typical palette of colors is what you're going to get. Once again, these are the samples. The official design is what we're working on right now. I also been going through some spiritual things. God is changing out this old wine skin to accommodate this new wine that's being poured into my life. So I'm just like spiritually adjusting, mentally adjusting, and just getting ready for the next level of my life. So you guys know that the Queen Supreme Court premiered last night, and I hope I get this video up today, so that it is last night. Tim Bae was the special guest. Freaking loved the show. The show started off kind of slow, and we kind of couldn't tell whether this was going to be a match made in heaven or hell, but it turned out to be a really great dynamic. What I loved about Tim Bae is that he has his own personality, and so he didn't need Madison in order to hold down his end of the show. She was able to just sit back, and he was able to just carry. And I love the fact that he stayed so level during the technical difficulties, because a bitch like me, I would have called in the helicopter and said, girl, let's do it next Monday. But Tim Bae, he stuck it out, he kept the energy up, and he helped to keep the audience engaged. So I just love that he was professional in that sense. He was just turning them lemons into lemonade. He also was really fucking funny. I genuinely laughed toward like the later half of the show. It was just carrying zone. Another great show. These guests keep getting better and better from Tokyo to Tim Bae. Kudos to you, Maddie. Keep up the fucking good work. The technical difficulties, at this point, I expect those technical difficulties to fucking be there, so they don't really bother me, but it was a lot to go through last night because they had to go live like 3 different times. Some people were saying that Maddie seems to do better with female guests over male guests. I think it might just be because Madison is so used to being around gay men, so it's just another type of energy. When it comes to gay men, they're just like a part of the crew, so she's like able to just like do her. So kudos to the Supreme Queen's Court once again. Miss Kia, the original Queen's Court judge, she went off and got married. I want to say congratulations to Kaya. It's really amazing that you found a beard, because we all know that you love to suck pussies. And I also want to give a really big shout out to Applebee's. I didn't know that you guys married people. The cashier at Applebee's stood in as the minister. Bless you, girl. Nicki Minaj performed Chun-Li on SNL, and you know what? I thoroughly enjoyed the performance. I love the attire. Chun-Li was one of my favorite characters growing up. I was obsessed with Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat. I used to whip ass, spinning bird, kick bitches' asses with Chun-Li. So she was giving me all type of childhood teases. She looked great. I love the choreography. I love the beating on the chest like King Kong. Nicki Minaj came fucking through. I don't like her personally, but her music and her theatrics and the fact that she gives you a show as a female artist, I really fucking appreciate her craftsmanship. I know that there was some conversation around whether she's culturally appropriating, and I would say this: in the age of cultural appropriation and all this fucking talk about everybody stealing each other cultures and culture vultures, I guess Nicki Minaj, just for the sake of all fairness, we have to deem the bitch as culturally appropriating, girl. But personally, I subscribe to cultural appreciation as well. I think that cultures feel really well when people are flattered and people take aspects of their culture and just make them their own, have fun with them, make them mainstream. And so unless Nicki Minaj is trying to live as an Asian bitch, then it's cultural appreciation. We also saw Nicki Minaj and Cardi B kind of having like a really come to Jesus moment. It was really cute at the Met Gala. I know that Nicki Minaj was really finally happy to be in Cardi B's presence because she wanted to curse that baby. She was finally able to touch that bitch and project some Illuminati demons inside the fucking child. Cardi B, I hope that you went into a bathroom somewhere afterwards, pull out your rosary, bitch, and did the Spanish version of the sinner's prayer, bitch, over your child and rebuked and banished them goddamn spirits that Nicki Minaj was trying to conjure up around your goddamn baby so your baby can still have a safe passage. It was a cute photo bomb moment between them, completely disingenuous, but hey, it is holly fake for you. Teairra Mari had a sex tape that was supposedly allegedly leaked by her boyfriend at the time, who apparently is still her motherfucking man. The bitch is taking a united front to confront this whole issue. She's suing the shit out of 50 Cent and any other outlet that is spreading the sex tape. It didn't even require a fucking press hearing, bitch. You're not the first lady. You're not even the last girl. So why did you feel there needed to be a goddamn congressional hearing? Is 11 Hip Hop Hollywood about to premiere, and this is a part of a fucking storyline? Teairra Mari, you ain't have no daddy around when you was growing up. That's why you on your knees being filmed and don't give a fuck. You actually are about your music's life. Why aren't you proud? I don't understand it. And for you to still be with this nigga, even though you're mad at him, but you still in a relationship with the nigga. You still with the nigga. I don't understand. And you're mad. The royal wedding, I did not get a chance to see the royal wedding. I did get to see clips. I got to see the dress. You literally wore a bridesmaid's dress and just attached a long ass train to it. I mean, it was the most underwhelming fashion I had seen in a long time. I know that that dress costed more than all of our lives, but labels and style are two different fucking things. Just because you have on Versace and have on Gucci and Louis and Prada, think that you guys are fucking slaying. All that it means is that you paid a lot of money to wear some fucking fabric the wrong way. It's just like hair. It doesn't matter how Brazilian, how Peruvian, how Cambodian the motherfucking hair is, girl. If you ain't brushing that shit out, straightening that shit, curling that shit, styling that shit, flipping that shit, bleaching that shit, trimming that shit, cutting that shit, layering that shit, then your shit looks like shit. Nobody will ever know that you got $1,000 worth of fucking bundles in your hair because you look a matted front porch mess. So fashion is the same thing. I can go in City Trend and Walmart and look like Versace from head to fucking toe, and there are hoes who got Versace on from head to toe who look like they just came out of City Trends and Walmart. Find some fucking style. Stop hiding behind labels. A lot of label whores are label whores because they don't have style. Be a style whore. It's just based upon you having an eye and knowing how to put shit together aesthetically. I did not see why this dress costed all of 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 motherfucking thousand fucking dollars. I have attended weddings by everyday people and the bride shitted in a $800 gown. Shitted in a $200 gown because black people particularly, bitch, we know how to dress. And we know how to dress even on a broke ass budget and yet look like money. I can already tell it's gonna be some shit. So Nev from Catfish, his show has been suspended because there have been allegations about sexual misconduct between him and somebody else who was formerly on the show. MTV has suspended the show. What I don't like about our judicial system is people who are under investigation. That means that situations and accusations that have yet to be objectively concluded, people have to suffer for. Bitch, it's an investigation. So that means that you could be investigating a completely innocent person and now this person can't work, they can't support themselves, they have to hide the fuck away because the narrative is being painted that you're basically fucking guilty until proven innocent. And I thought it was you are innocent until proven guilty. So I think it's really just unfair to people who are accused of shit to have to be bamboozled when it comes to their job, to their careers, to their fucking income, because you haven't even proven that I'm fucking guilty to begin with. So why the fuck can I not work? Why is my show not going on? Why am I being fucking fired or let go of over a accusation? So we gotta really deal with that shit. So as you guys already probably have seen, this woman took a fucking shit in the floor of some restaurant somewhere. I don't know all the details. I've seen the footage, which is viral at this point all over the internet. She even threw the fucking feces and fecal matter in the face of the guy who wouldn't let her use the bathroom. I want to tell the bitch who took a dump right at the hostess station, thank you for shitting in this restaurant, bitch, because I bet you the rest of our asses will be able to use the bathroom from this point fucking forward. I bet you whether it's McDonald's or the fucking White House, bitch, if I got to use the bathroom, bitch, I bet you they're going to let me use the bathroom now. Kudos to you, bitch, because you never know when you gotta go, bitch, and when you do gotta go, sometimes you gotta go bad, bitch. You got to go right now, right here. And last but not least, I want to talk about the Texas school shooting. We've had 22 school shootings since the top of the year. And I think that this school shooting came 8 days after another school shooting. And I did a whole video about school shootings and mass shootings, and I gave some of my input in terms of what we could do as a country to really control this issue. At this fucking point, I am honestly just fed up with this shit. I don't know why we're not just all out investigating white people. Like, this is the point where America starts doing little documentaries and we start talking about what the fuck is wrong with white people. It's time to investigate and analyze white people on a spiritual level, on a physiological level. Like, this shit needs to be on the Nat Geo. We're going through this shit with white people when it comes to mass school shootings. We're going through this shit with racism and white supremacy. And then when we look historically at white people and their dynamic with all of the fucking earth, they have a divide and a conquer type of spirit about themselves. Something is wrong. Something in the buttermilk ain't butter and it ain't motherfucking milk. And we need to get to the bottom line of this shit. Is it the lack of melanin that got y'all acting crazy? We've got to change the publicity behind school shootings. My friend just told me he walked into a store and he saw a magazine that had listed 20 of the greatest serial killers of all time. And it's like we are sensationalizing murderers. We are sensationalizing fucking maniacs, and America has to get out of this fucking propaganda and has to get out of like making everyone into a fucking celebrity. It's creatively inspiring other unstable ass motherfuckers right now, inspiring a lot of unstable ass white children to replicate this type of fucking violence and utilizing this type of outlet to express their fucking frustrations. We got to take the conversation beyond just gun laws and gun control. There's something wrong with our culture if it's provoking our young people into these type of violent expressions, and we've got to have a conversation around the consciousness behind a person who wants to kill people. We've got to talk about the factors that are contributing to that. Is it technology? Is it social media? The home environments, and what we can do as a culture, what we can do better as a school system, as a community, as a people, to encourage a loving society with loving, inspiring images within media that support the higher consciousness of man. Because in the age of reality TV, reality ratchetness, world star hip-hop, and just the blatant foolishness and craziness of the internet and people just doing whatever they can to get a laugh, doing whatever they can to be fucking famous, this like lawlessness is creating this deprivation, and it's definitely a spiritual deprivation that's going on. We've got to address the factors so that we can improve upon these things, because we cannot be afraid to send our kids not only to school but out in the fucking public. I can't be afraid to send my kid to the fucking theater. I can't be afraid for them to go 2 blocks down the fucking street. We've got to change these conditions. But obviously white people aren't the only ones killing their own. Black people, we don't shoot up schools, but we shoot up our clubs, our neighborhoods. But at least we know what's fucking wrong with black people. We know all of the factors that contribute to this post-traumatic stress syndrome that the black community faces. But bitch, who gonna talk about what the fuck is wrong with white people, bitch? I'm gonna need them books, I'm gonna need them studies, I'm gonna need that funding, I'm gonna need my tax dollars to go toward that shit, bitch. When are we gonna talk about what the fuck is wrong with white people? And when are white people going to talk about that narrative? We need to start talking about that narrative, and we gonna start talking about that narrative, and it's gonna grow into something really fucking sinister if we don't deal and dabble and discover and analyze and evaluate and create a fucking forensic file on what the fuck is going on within America and what the fuck is going on within white America. I'm thinking about doing a Basketball Wives review. I'm thinking about reviewing the season of Basketball Wives. If you guys are interested in that, just also let me know that down below. I'm going to start selling these not next month, but month after next. I'm officializing the design. And thank you guys for all the positive feedback about my shirts. You guys make me really fucking excited to be doing this. I've always wanted to start a clothing line. I have a sunglass line coming out. I have a lot of shit that is about to pop, lock, and fucking drop. So much love to you guys, and hit the notification bell, and I will talk to you guys later.